Welcome to another edition of Fun and Games in the Escrow World. This month, I want to address the unintended consequences of adding or removing people on your property ownership without proper background knowledge, thought, and or consideration. I know I have talked about this numerous times through the years, but it bears reminding that once you transfer an ownership or a partial interest, it is done. And to correct, retract, or otherwise change it afterwards can be difficult. We just opened a transaction in which the property has remained in the family since the 1950s. Ownership had been transferred in and out between the family members so many times that now when they want to sell, there are what we call numerous breaks in the chain of title, and we are not sure who actually owns the property. Here is a very simplified summary of the scenario that we are facing. Please bear with me. A owns a property with B. A transfers the property to A and C. A transfers the property to D. A and E transfers the property to A and F. A probate of the estate of F, in which the property is then granted to G and A. Now, A claims that she is the only owner of the property, and as you have probably deduced, our purported seller is A. She has been on the chain of ownership since the 1950s, but is she the only owner? What happened to persons B, C, D, and G? Are they dead? Alive? And when did E get ownership that allows her or him to transfer to A and F? During the probate of F, did the attorney even check how E even had the right to give the property to A and F? And to add insult to injury, as they say, we have to deal with a similarity of names between parties involved in all the transfer paperwork. Maria and Jose are very common Latino names, especially in one family. To distinguish, some have added additional first names, middle initials. So is Maria the same as Ana Maria? Is she the same as A Maria or Maria A? Is Jose G the same person as Jose Gustavo or J Gustavo? If the client uses variations of their names when they're transferring property interest in and out, issues arise because there is no continuity. We must take each name and reconcile the person and their names to their identification cards. The whole ownership search was presented to the seller A. Was she aghast? Probably. If she wants to sell this property, she has her homework cut out for her. She may need to provide death certificates for those who have passed away, and for those who are still alive, they will need to be tracked down to sign and have notarized paperwork to clear the breaks in the chain of title. Can they be found? Will they be willing to cooperate? This will be a long escrow. This is Juliana too, and you just can't make up these stories. If you are interested in going over this scenario again, the written version is posted on my juliana2.com website, which is under remodeling, and the link is on the next page. Thank you for watching.